The Black Cat Who Befriended a Lion. Once upon a time, in the heart of a vast African savanna, there lived a timid black cat named Shadow. Shadow was a wanderer, his sleek coat often blending into the night, allowing him to avoid predators and keep to himself. But Shadow wasn't just shy. He was afraid. Afraid of the towering elephants, the laughing hyenas, and especially the lions, with their earth-shaking roars. One morning, Shadow found himself wandering further than usual. His curiosity led him to a clearing where the golden sunlight danced on the dry grass. That's when he saw him, a lion, majestic and serene, lounging under a solitary acacia tree. The lion's golden mane shimmered in the sunlight, and his massive paws looked like they could crush Shadow with ease. Shadow froze. He tried to retreat silently, but the lion's keen eyes caught the movement. With a gentle tilt of his head, the lion spoke, his deep voice rumbling like distant thunder. "Why do you hide, little one?" Shadow's paws trembled. He had heard stories of lions and their ferocity, but something in this lion's tone was different. It wasn't threatening. It was curious, tentative. Shadow took a step forward. I didn't mean to disturb you," he stammered. "You didn't," said the lion, his voice calm. "What brings you here?" "I got lost," Shadow admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. The lion chuckled, a sound as warm as the sun. "Well, you're found now. I am Leo. What's your name, little one?" "Shadow." From that moment, an unlikely connection began to form. The days that followed were cautious, yet transformative. Shadow visited Leo again, drawn by the lion's gentle nature. At first, Shadow would stay at a distance, watching as Leo basked in the sun or calmly surveyed the horizon. Slowly, Leo began inviting Shadow closer, offering him scraps from his meals and sharing stories of the savannah. At first, Shadow couldn't understand how a creature as powerful as Leo could be so gentle. "Aren't you supposed to be fierce?" he asked one day, his voice filled with both curiosity and lingering fear. Leo smiled. "Strength isn't just about power, little one. Sometimes it's about knowing when to use it, and when not to." Shadow felt his fear ease with each passing day. Leo's patience was like a balm to his anxious heart, and soon Shadow found himself creeping closer until he could sit right next to the lion. Shadow's playful side began to emerge. One afternoon, while Leo dozed under the shade of the acacia tree, Shadow pounced on the lion's swishing tail. Startled, Leo lifted his massive head, but instead of roaring, he let out a low chuckle. "You're brave for such a small creature," Leo teased. Shadow grinned. "Or maybe you're too kind for such a big one." From that day on, Shadow would dart between Leo's paws, teasing him with quick movements and playful swipes. Leo, despite his size, would respond with a surprising gentleness, swatting at Shadow with a paw that never landed too hard. Their bond grew stronger. Shadow began to trust Leo completely, curling up next to the lion during afternoon naps, his small body tucked against Leo's side. They even started sharing meals, with Leo leaving choice morsels for Shadow to enjoy. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Shadow looked up at Leo. "Do you ever get lonely?" he asked. Leo thought for a moment. "I used to. Being strong and feared often means being alone, but not anymore." Shadow's heart swelled. He had always believed he was too small, too insignificant to matter. Yet here he was, the closest companion to the king of the savannah. Their friendship became the talk of the savannah. Other animals watched in awe as the tiny black cat and the majestic lion lounged together, hunted together, and even played together. Their bond transcended the natural order, proving that friendship knows no bounds. The story of Shadow and Leo spread far and wide, inspiring animals and humans alike. It showed that differences, be they of size, strength, or nature, could be overcome through understanding and kindness. Shadow, once timid and fearful, had found his courage in the warmth of Leo's companionship. And Leo, once solitary and misunderstood, had found joy in the playful spirit of his tiny friend. In their bond, the savannah saw a lesson, that unity and friendship could thrive, even in the unlikeliest of pairings. And so the black cat and the lion continued to roam the savanna together, a symbol of hope, trust, and the unbreakable power of friendship. Don't forget to like, comment, and share to spread the magic of this touching tale.